with Erza confronting her relative Irene very soon in the manga. We're going to be talking about how that fight can come to a conclusion, and the only way possible for Erza to beat someone of that caliber, Irene, and that is to activate her final armor in the series. Now, we've seen throughout the series that Erza has many different kinds of ways to combat against foes. She has seen different amount of times that she's had stuff like the Heaven's Wheels armor, that is like an amazing like flying ability, like enables to like create like 100 swords. You've seen like the Adamantium armor that was able to like actually block a giant explosion before. She's had stuff like the Robes of Yunan, like she's even had like one of the most like powerful out of all of them is the Nakagami armor, and like the only way for her to even activate it was to use her second origin, which is like an armor that she's like not worn for over 10 years as it consumes a vast amount of power. However, I don't think this is the most powerful thing that Erza has in her like whole arsenal. In fact, that I believe that will be something that she'll be able to do to overcome finally Irene in this final battle. Since we've seen like what exactly this armor can do, it isn't exactly the most usable armor out of everything on her like list, because it drains it too much and that it has to be relied on finishing on the opponent in like 1 or 2 hits, and that's just not going to work against Irene. That's something like a powerful mage has been able to do. So what she really needs to do in this final fight is that she's going to need to combine both her defense and her offense, and we've seen her use different blades and different kinds of armor to try and combat with one another. She's used like the Fire Empress armor, then used the Water one as well to negate like attacks. She's done all kinds of different things, but with this one, she is clearly got to do something about Irene. Irene, from what we've seen so far in the manga, she has had fearsome magic like the Universe 1 as the world reconstruction magic. She is able to change her entire surroundings around it. Like you could like make her like turn into like anything, like volcanoes or anything. Like she could make anything happen. She's also been known for enchanting as well, flight, immense like magical power, that she was actually able to do some stuff to like Acnologia and actually make sure that she wasn't going to get like bobbed by this guy. Like, and not to mention as well, she is extremely smart, and she knew in the long run that she couldn't exactly beat Acnologia. She decided to do the best thing that was tactical and remove Acnologia from the fight for a very long time. And it's clearly shown with her enchantments as well, as that she's clearly able to like go against blow to blow with someone like capable as Erza, and that the two are kind of the perfect like match for each other, since both of them have different enchantments, both of them have different versions of way of getting around certain things. So this would be a perfect fight for both these two to clash, and it would pretty much be like who's the smarter one out of the other. But I believe to honestly overcome stuff like Universe 1, to overcome just the insane magical power that she's got, she's even like showing that she can transform people into fucking animals, for Christ's sake. The only thing that I feel like could like do this and give Erza that final one-up that she needs to beat like this family member of hers is finally to like unlock some new armor. And like the only way I can think of doing is that she's got to have some sort of night shield, night sword like that. Maybe it's some like family heirloom that I'm thinking about, since like maybe the family's like got some like very powerful right or something, and I'm thinking like maybe this might be activated once like Erza knows about this, and maybe it's like after like some enchantment or something is gone, this may be the thing that activates her, and she can have this holy sword and this holy shield. Since like we do know that this family, there's something very important about this family, that there's like something that they're hiding. We don't know if they were originally nobles or royals or any kinds of way, that they definitely have some like line of power, and I think definitely the family itself is known for producing very powerful warriors, and I feel like for these powerful warriors they should have very insane weapons, as we've seen Erza is like had many weapons along her time and years. And I think maybe as well that maybe Irene's staff could perhaps be one of these like magical like things from the family itself. We don't know, so I'm maybe thinking that it could perhaps be something from the family as well, that maybe we might see a sword or shield like that suiting of her knighthood like Erza is. I do believe though that this isn't going to be a fight that anyone's going to be like else is going to try and butt in, or anyone try and get involved, since we already know that Mira Jane is going to be fighting Irene's like side people. We know that there's going to be fighting Julia and Haehyun, that she's going to be fighting them. So it definitely looks like once some part, like whether or not like where Erza gets back to the guild, they're going to try and recover her. After that, she's going to try and enchant, because we already know Irene knows that Erza exists by now, so far from what we've seen in chapters, and whether or not she's going to confront her, or whether or not she's going to try to heal herself, and then that's going to cause it, that she's like, she don't trust her, or anything, and she hears a thing, and is like, you're not my real family, my true family is the one that I've, in the guild Fairy Tail is my guild, you know, it ends now. And I feel like this is going to be an intense battle where, like, you know, at one point they are no longer going to be words. I feel like, you know, Erza might be left out there with a scar or something like that to remember that battle, or some fucking serious, like, injury, something like that, because I doubt, like, Jalal's, like, try and get involved in that. Like, I feel like at this point and all that, the only one that is going to try and beat Irene is gotta be someone like Erza. But then as well, she is known as, like, the second strongest out of the Spriggans. Like, she's there next to August, side by side. Those two are the, like, the strongest out of all of them. And it's like if Erza is, like, you know, an S-class wizard, then how can she beat someone of that caliber? And the only thing is that she's going to need some kind of, like, amazing weapon and some amazing thing. And I honestly think that if there was, like, a first clash between them, then I believe, like, Irene would just break the Nakagami armor. I believe she would just snap that thing like the little puny twig that it is. And I really think it's got to be some sort of holy kind of weapon that she's going to have to receive, and some, like, the shield, some armor. That's how I feel like this fight is going to be going down, and that's how I think it's going to be concluded, by having that. And, well, whether or not it's an epic fight is what I'm picturing in my head, we'll only have to wait and see. But I'm definitely excited as hell to see Irene and also as well Erza family collide very soon in Fairy Tail. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. What do you think about this? Do you think potentially and all that, like, who's going to win this fight and all that? And do you think there's going to be a first clash, or do you think it's going to be one long battle that they're going to be having and all that? And what do you think about my theory as well, about there's going to be some holy armor that Erza's going to receive, and a weapon as well that she can actually fight toe by toe with Irene? They're looking forward to once this happens. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. If you love Fairy Tail as much as I do, you know, hit that like, you know, hit that subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. As always, though, I've been Savagezweipanda, and I'll see you guys, though, next time.